everyone, it's Laynie Lashes here and welcome to the channel. How are you guys doing today? Seriously, let me know down in the comments. You know I love hearing from my lash fam. Oh my goodness, really, please leave me some love down below. And today it is time for me to finally declutter some fragrances. This is hard for me, you guys. This is hard. I love my fragrance collection. It's hard for me to give up and truly say I'm done with something. But I reach a point on my shelves where I know that I'm running out of room, so it's time. So we've hit that point, and if I'm just not reaching for things or just not in love with something anymore, I'm like, why don't I give it a home where it's going to get some love in, right? If you enjoy fragrance content, lifestyle content, and beauty content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Join the Lash Fam. You will not regret it because we have a great community here. Okay, I think that's it. Let's dive on in. I'm going to start with two that have been in my collection for a while, and I won't lie, I just bought because of the super cute packaging. Like, is this not adorable? These I got at Walmart for like a super cheap price a long while ago, and I have never actually worn them. So let's give it a smell. This one to me is a syrupy, definitely pick up some fruits, definitely pick up some florals, almost a little bit clean. I actually think I'm going to give this to my boss because I think she's gonna hate the packaging. This is not her style whatsoever. But I actually think she'll really like this fragrance. It's very professional, office friendly. I think it's worth a shot, letting her give it a sniff and see what she thinks. This is the one I was really on the fence about because I remember when I did smell it, I loved it, but again, haven't reached for it since. Oh man, I do like this one. There's something about it. Hold on, I gotta look at the notes. I don't even know if I told you what the last one was. Hello, this one is ED Juice, which is a Cosmopolitan magazine brand, extra concentrated. This one is ED Juice, 100% chilled. This one says it is red berries, bergamot, coconut milk, orange blossom, cashmere, musk, and sandalwood. It reminds me of something. Okay, it's coming up with like, reminds people of Juicy Couture, Ariana Grande, Sweet Like Candy. I totally get that vibe. It's very familiar. It's very celebrity fragrance, easy grab, but there's something about the coconut in here. I'm really okay, I'm gonna wear this today. Maybe I'm not gonna get rid of this one. I'm gonna wear it today and just see how she performs. I'm just not ready to say goodbye. There's also something about it that reminds me of my Grams. I don't know why. There's something about it that reminds me of a fragrance I smelled at my grandma's house. My grandma's always enjoyed perfume as well, and makeup. I actually always say that's where I got this love for all this stuff because I just remember being a little girl and going to my grandma's house, and when she would be getting rid of nail polish or makeup or fragrance, I was always the one she would give it to because I was really into it as well. And so, I don't know, this fragrance reminds me of something Grams would love, so I can't get rid of it yet. Okay, so this is the problem with declutters. I start re-smelling things and remembering why I like them, and it's hard to get rid of them. One I know I'm going to get rid of is Juicy Couture. I honestly love Juicy Couture. This packaging is right up my alley. Yes, I'm gaudy. I like cutesy, gaudy, over the top. My boss says everything extra is right up your alley. Yes, it is. I think Juicy Couture is beautiful. It smells more expensive than it is, but I haven't reached for this in literally over a year. And one of my BFFs, Alma, she loves this fragrance. It's her go-to, so it's going to find a new home. A niche one that I purchased, blind bought. Most of my fragrance collection, honestly, is blind buying because I have like Ulta and some spots I can go check fragrances, but a lot of the ones I get intrigued by on Fragrantica, I can't find locally, so I have to go out on a limb and just hope for the best. This is Amber Fever by Mancera, and the notes look beautiful because there's a boozy note, there's caramel, which I love caramel in a fragrance, and this is unisex, so I knew it was going to be a long shot. Some unisex I love, some just not for me, and I wore this and I just felt like an imposter in it. It didn't match my aura, my vibe, my personality, and I was like, The silly thing is I had a little sample of this, forgot about it, should have smelled it, tried it out first before I blind bought, but when you have a whole bunch of little samples, sometimes you forget which ones you have. Anyways, I had my husband wear the little sample after I got this because I was like, ooh, I don't think it's for me, but I don't want to waste it. So I had my hubby wear it, and on him, fantastic, amazing, the sexiest smelling perfume, cologne, fragrance, whatever you want to call it, I've ever had him wear. So this is going in his Christmas stocking this year. It's going to find a good home and I'll still get to enjoy it. That's the best part. Another one I know I'm going to give away to a family member. This is Alt's version of of Molecule 01. This is Particle 001. Tongue twister. Molecule 01 is a 1 scent note fragrance, and it is ISO Super E, which makes woody scents in a lot of fragrances now, and I love that scent. I don't know, I like it. It's very woody, and to me it comes across as a very soft wood. Like, think of a freshly cut light colored tree and that light colored wood. It's sort of soft, like you can easily cut into the wood. It's not a hard wood. That's what this smells like to me. I get a creaminess, but it is not lactonic. Don't get it twisted. It's not lactonic at all, but it's like a soft, creamy wood. So I imagine a light wood, a soft wood. I think it's beautiful, and I will tell you, the alt price is better than the Molecule 01. You can find deals online sometimes of the actual thing, but the longevity of the alts, they're extra concentrated compared to most fragrances. And I mean, this thing is powerful, and it's just masculine enough. I don't find myself reaching for it. I also think the fact that this is extra concentrated makes it more masculine leaning than the actual Molecule 01. But my dad is always on the hunt for fragrance, and a fun fact, as you get older you can lose your sense of smell and taste. My dad's almost 80 and he has a really weak sense of smell and really weak sense of taste. It's not a COVID thing. This happened prior to COVID. His doctor told him it's just his senses are getting worn out. I think this one he would really like, and I literally used it like twice. Like, there's barely a dent in it, and I'm like, you know what, Christmas is coming up. Dad's always on the hunt for a fragrance he could smell, so I think this is going in his stocking. Here I have a fragrance I'm really on the fence of getting rid of. This is Le Monde Gourmand Le Bubble Pop. I got it. Oh, it's so cute. I got it because there's a bubblegum note in here. I love a bubblegum note. And I honestly am obsessed with how this smells, but the longevity is poor. Bad, you guys, bad. It wears off real fast like a body spray. Maybe worse than some body sprays, but I do love the smell of this, but I just don't reach for it because it literally doesn't last. I'm thinking of trying the Toy 2 bubble gum to see if that's any better, but I've heard that one's not so good either. I do love this one, but my friend's little girl is becoming a preteen, and I just feel like, you know, something like this would be right up her alley, so I'm thinking about giving it to them, but it's hard. It is hard to give up this one because I really do love the bubblegum note in there. And the other one I'm thinking of getting rid of is the Cherry Cerise by Le Monde Gourmand. Love it again. Cherry note in there. It's a very body splash, juicy, fruity fragrance. But I have Guess Seductive, I have Eden. It's like, do I need another super juicy body spray like smell? Not really. And again, I think another one a young lady would really like, so I think I'm going to give this to a friend. I think her daughter would really like it. You could tell I definitely reached, oh, I guess you can't really see it that way. I definitely reached for the bubble one way more. There's much more of a dent in here, but that's also because I had to put on so much to be able to smell it, and it just doesn't last. But like, you know, like a 12-year-old doesn't need something to be a powerhouse, so I think it'll be well loved over that way. Two more that I'm just thinking about getting rid of because I'm not reaching for them. One I like way more than the other now, which is funny. These are both Rihanna's fragrances, reb'l Fleur and reb'l Nude. I love this when I first got it. It is a sexy, seductive kind of fragrance. I believe there's coffee in there. It's definitely a little bit on that like deeper, sultry. There's definitely a coffee note in here, floral note. It's a little sweet. Reminds me a bit of Black Opium, honestly, like quite a bit of Black Opium here. Definitely gives me the same vibe as Black Opium, but I have Black Opium, so I don't really reach for this. And sometimes this is just a little bit more than I want. And it lasts pretty well. Nude is a much fresher version of it. The Nude is really a lovely spin of this. Like, you do get the DNA in here, but but it's much fresher, it's softer, it's a little bit sweeter in a girly sense. Okay, I might have to keep this one too, I really like it. But this one, I think I'm okay with getting rid of this one. This is one I really like. This is Be Seduced by Johan B, I think it is. I found it from Reb'l Scents. I've been really impressed with this brand. Doesn't say, but it's like Johan or Johanna. It's like Johan. And I have several fragrances from this house, and they're made in France. The quality is outstanding. The bottles are beautiful, especially my Delice Nacre and Cherry Delice. The bottles on those, stunning, look like niche, like honestly look like they could cost $300. The bottles are heavy, and I love this smell, but it's like a dupe of Carolina Herrera Good Girl, which I already have the Dossier version of, so I'm like, I really don't make two of them. And I just hate to have this sitting around being wasted, so I'm going to give it to my friend. This one is Moonlight by Ariana Grande, and I wore it the other day, and I do like this fragrance. There's marshmallow in here and musk. I love a marshmallow note. I believe there's also some dark fruits. Very much the vibe of the packaging very much matches with the fragrance in here. It just doesn't smell great on me. That's the problem. It's like when I smell the fragrance itself, I really like it, but I don't know, it doesn't wear great on me. Like, I didn't love the way I smelled in it. I feel like it's almost a little... Let me look at the accords in here real fast to see if I can pinpoint what it is I don't love in here. So the accords are fruity, sweet, powdery, floral, vanilla, fresh, woody, rose. I agree with all of that, and like none of that stands out to me as something I wouldn't like. Maybe it's just, I don't know. It's a little syrupy, and I usually don't mind that, especially this time of year. But you know what? There's something in here that almost makes my stomach kind of go like, like, ooh, it's just, I don't know. It's not agreeing with me. Give it a new home because I hate for it to get wasted. This is like the biggest bottle of Ariana Grande I have besides Cloud, and it's like, this is a light, nice bottle. It's a nice fragrance. I don't know. It's just not working for me anymore. And then another one I'm getting rid of, and I've truly never even worn. It was an impulse buy at Target, and I love the smell of. This is Sparkling Hibiscus. But the only reason I'm getting rid of it is because I feel like it's a repeat because, again, I have Eden and I have Guess Seductive, and I put these all in a similar realm. Fruity, watery, juicy, body splash-like scent. And so for that reason, I'm going to give this to my boss's daughter. She's a teenager, and I think this would be something like really suited for a teenager. And then this is Wood Elixir. And this one to me, I actually really do like. Let me look up the notes again. I really do like this one. I just never reach for it. Musky, vanilla, powdery, patchouli, sweet, fruity, woody, balsamic, warm, spicy, and fresh. Totally agree. Getting all of that. You've got musk, vanilla, patchouli, red berries, lemon, lily of the valley, and jasmine. Okay, some people are saying it reminds them of Alien Mugler, which I could kind of see. It doesn't have that chocolatey scent in there, but if you like took the chocolatey scent out of not Alien, if I said Alien, I'm sorry, Angel. If you took the chocolatey scent out of Angel, this would be very reminiscent of that. I totally get it. This, I feel like, is just a little bit not girly enough for me. I've said it before in other fragrance video. I'm just like a playful, like lighthearted, happy-go-lucky girly girl. Like I am just a girly girl. Don't get me wrong. I like to go camping. I like to go out hiking, but like I don't really want to get down and dirty, and like I'm not a tomboy in the slightest. It's just not me. And I just feel like this is better suited for someone who is feminine but not girly. Does that make sense? I think I'm going to offer this one either to my boss's partner or to my neighbor down the street because she said she likes unisex. So I did get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's actually not bad. So the 100% chilled, I can smell it. It's not very strong, which I'm not surprised by because this was very cheap. I think, okay, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to get rid of it. I won't reach for it. I'm going to get rid of it. I will miss it because there is something about it I like. It's like I'll miss it, but now I'm thinking I won't miss it. So I might as well just get rid of it. Should I just get rid of this one too? I actually am much more keen to keep this one. And I see a spot over there on my shelf that I think she'll fit. So, okay, I'm going to keep this one, but I'm getting rid of everything else, which is really impressive in my opinion because Getting rid of fragrance is hard for me. Alright guys, that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this declutter. I love doing declutters. I just love it. I love it. It makes me feel good. What are my bangs doing here today? And coming up soon, I'm doing a massive makeup declutter. It's needed. It's been needed for a hot minute. Alright guys, that is all for today's video. I seriously hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for hanging out with me. And as always, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.